Hello widget watchers, welcome back to another video. In this video, we are going to create a beautiful login and sign up page in Flutter. So let's get started. So here I have already created a Flutter project and let's start by removing this my home page. Okay, so remove this and then here create another stateful widget as login page UI and then call this screen from the my app. Now come into the login page UI and from here remove this empty placeholder and here add a scaffold widget. Then on the background of this login and sign up form, I want to have an image. So here first add an stack widget as the body. Then here we need to add an image. So first here add a container widget and then add the decoration property. Then here add the box decoration and now here we want to add an image. So here add the image property, then add decoration image and then let's add the network image. Okay, so here add the image and then network image and then add this URL. Now for fit here add the box fit.cover so that the image will cover the whole available screen. Okay, now if you save the code, then you can see we can see this image and it is covering the whole available space of the screen. Okay, now come outside of this container and here add another container and then add the background color as black and here add some opacity so that that image can have this blackish tone. Okay, this is still on brighter side, so let's increase the opacity. Now it's fine. Now add another center widget and then for child here add the clip bar rect widget because in the form I want to have rounded rectangle. Okay, that is why here I have added the clip bar rect widget. Okay, now here add the border radius property and here add the border radius dot circular dot 20. Now here I want that my form should have a frosted background. Okay, so for child here add the backdrop filter because this will give a frosted behavior. Then for filter here add the image filter, then dot blur. Then inside it here add the sigma x value as 10 and sigma y value as 10. Okay, now here for its child here add the container widget and then add its height as 400 and width of 300. Now if you save the code and run the application, then you can see our container having this frosted thing. So that is why I have added this backdrop filter. Okay, now here add the decoration for this container and for its color here add the white color with 0.4 opacity, but it is too white, so let's decrease the opacity. Now it is fine. Now for border here add the border radius and then add the circular border of 20. Now save the code and yeah, it's fine. Now for border here add the border and then all, then add the white color of border. Okay, and for width here add the 1. Now you can see this container is looking fine. Okay, then here add the child widget for this container and here add the column view widget and then for its children here add the tab bar widget because on this tab bar there is two options, one for login and another for sign up. So when we tap on login we can log in and when we tap on sign up then we can sign up. Okay, so here I have added the tab bar widget. Now in the tab bar, as I have showed you in the introduction of video, there were a sliding animation. To achieve this, inside this login page UI state, here implement the single ticker state provider mixin. Okay, then here create a new variable as tab controller for controlling our tab bar and then here add the init state method and here initialize the tab controller by using the tab controller. Then for its length, like how many tabs are there, so here add 2 because we have only 2 tabs. And for vsync here add this which is coming from the single ticker provider state mixin. Okay, now here we are implementing animation, so here we need to dispose it. So here override the dispose method and here add the tab controller dot dispose. Now come inside the tab bar widget and here first add the controller which we have created. Then here add the indicator size property and for its value here add the tab bar indicator size dot tab. So this will give the whole available space to the tab bar height. Okay, now for indicator here add the box decoration property, then here add the color as gradient. Okay, then here add linear gradient and then for its color here add the red color and orange color. Then let's add the required property of the tab bar which is tabs. So here we need to add the tabs. So first tab is for login, so here add the tab widget, then text as login, Now copy this and add the same for register. Okay, now save the code and run the application. Then you can see our tab bar is visible as perfectly, and when we switching between login and register, the animation thing happening smoothly. Okay, now for let's modify this again. So here add the label color, and for label color here add the white color, and then for unselected label color here add the off-white color. Then it's looking fine. Now here add the expanded widget, and for its child here add the tab bar view, and then inside children here pass the two method as build login tab and build register tab. And don't worry, we will create this method in a minute. Then for controller here pass the tab controller, so that whenever user changes tab, the UI will also get changed accordingly. That is why we need to add the same controller. Then let's create this build login tab. So here I have created this method. Then from here return a padding widget, and then for padding here add the padding of 20 from all the side. Then for its child here add the column widget and sets the main axis alignment to center. Then for its children here first add the row widget and then add the main axis alignment at center. Then for children here add the method as build social media icon. Okay, so here when user is logging in, then we need to give some option to, like, you can log in through Facebook, Twitter or anything. So that is why here add this build social media icon, and then inside it pass the icon as Facebook. Then add the sized box method, and then copy this above build social media icon method and the size box and paste it two more time, and then change the icon accordingly. Now let's create this method. So here below I have created this method. Okay, now from here just return a container widget, and then for padding here add the padding of 8 from all the side, and for decoration here add the box decoration and add the shape as circle, and then add the off white color to this as background color. Then for child here pass the icon which we are getting from this method and set the icon color as white and size as 24. Okay, now let's quickly build this build register tab method so that we can run the app and test this out. So from here return a padding and give the padding of 20 from all the side. Now if you save the code and run the application, then you can see these icons button are looking pretty much fine. Okay, now come inside this build login method, and here after this row widget here add a sized box of height 20. Then add a text filled widget. Okay, then for its style here add the text style and add the text color as white. Okay, then for decoration here add the input decoration widget, and then add the hint text as user ID. And then for hint style here add the text style and add the white color for hint text. Okay, then here add the enable border property, and then here add the underline input border. And then for border side here add the border side, and then add the color as white for the border. Okay, then for focused border here again add the underline input border, and then do the same stuff which we have done for the enable border. So you may think that what this will do. So this will create an underline up below the R text field. Okay, now again add a sized box of height 10. Now if you save the code, then you can see we have exactly text field which we wanted. Okay, now copy this text field and add it one more time. Just add the obscure text as true, so that user we can hide the text in dotted format. And then for hint text here add the password. Okay, now here again add a sized box of height 20, and then let's add a remember me section. So for that here add a row widget, and for its children here add a checkbox, and then for value here add the true. Then on change you can implement your functionality as per your requirement. And then for check color here add the white color, and for active color here add the orange color. And then add a text widget which will say remember me, and for style add the text style and set the off whitish color to this text. Now add again a size box of height 20. Then let's create the button for login. So here add the build gradient button method and pass the text inside it. Okay, now let's create this method. So below here I have created this method. Then from here return a container widget, and then add the width as infinity and height as 50. Then for decoration here add the box decoration, and for border radius here add the border radius of 25 from all the side. Then for gradient here add the linear gradient and add the again red and orange color as we have done for the tab bar. Okay, Now for its child, here add a center widget and then add a text widget and then pass the same text which we are getting from this method. And for style, here add the text style and add the white color to it and add the font size of 16 and font weight of bold. Okay. Now if you save the code, then you can see our login form is looking enormously beautiful. So that's it for the login page. Now let's design our register page. Okay, so for building the register page, first come inside this build register tab method, and for its child, here add the column widget, and then come over here and copy this text field widget and add it here. Okay, so first let's add the user ID, then remove this obscure text, then add a sized box of height 10, then again paste the same text field and change the hint text to email. Okay, now add again a size box of height 10 and paste the same text field. Okay, then add a sized box of height 20 and call our this build gradient button and then pass the register to it. Now if you save the code and run the application, then you can see our login and register page are looking fine, and now you can switch between these two tabs by tapping on this tab bar. So that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, then please give us a thumbs up, and if you like or don't like anything about this video, then please let me know about those things in the comments. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye bye.